A game is there to bring you on a ride. So the story needs to function as the chain on the roller coaster that is dragging you up the track.
At the beginning of the process, you walk into a video game and a lot of people have already done a ton of work. There's typically a lot of art. There's some gameplay. But we didn't have a story. The challenge of that is always looking at what can sometimes be all these disparate pieces of, oh my gosh, well, we've got these giant monsters, we've got kind of ancient, ruined world, we've got a curse. For us on the team, we really want to give a personal connection to this character, so it feels like you're doing something important.
It's the story of Ren and his quest to save himself, to save his village. He's infected with this rot, and there's really no hope for his survival. It's bleak for Ren.
The first character you meet when you go into the Forsaken Lands is a wily old trapper.
Glad you came along. Let me out and I'll share my supplies.
And it's the trapper who introduces the grappling hook to you.
He's like a resourceful guy who can build stuff. He introduces you to the forge, which you use to upgrade your weapons.
And the relationship between you and this trapper becomes one of the center points of the entire narrative.
I feel something I haven't felt in a long time, Ren. Hope.
And then our other main character is Celia the Wretched. You encounter this spirit who decides to take up residence in your skull.
You will carry me until your final day. Then we may both rest.
Celia notices the rot is not affecting you in the same way that it is everyone else, and that you can tap the rot to give yourself supernatural strength.
The story has to be something that is not just told through dialogue, but that comes through in the environmental art and all the storytelling there.
You're coming into the Forsaken Lands as an outsider. This is a place that's been forsaken for hundreds, maybe thousands of years. We wanted to show that, like, yeah, there was this huge civilization here, but it's been destroyed and totally reclaimed by nature. As a player progresses, like, they're getting more powerful, but that power is coming from like a curse that's slowly killing you. And we wanted it to also be shown in the weapon. So you get this super powerful axe. The story being that at some point, one of Celia's knights plunged this into the flesh of a behemoth. So now it has this like thick black rot encrusted into it. So you're now like really just wielding the rot that you've been fighting against.
You have all of these different elements. What's going to tie them together and make it mean something for you as Ren?
This is the first game that we've at Skydance have really incorporated musical themes. We start the game out with really exploring Ren, and Brian was relaying this vision he had where Ren is a songbird, and he imagined what the music would be of a songbird that hunts the gods. It's a metaphor that kind of speaks to the overwhelming odds against Ren. And it also speaks to music direction. How we want the music to scale up from something very intimate, where it's Ren's life and his story and his relationship with Celia and Ragnar.
Celia left me for dead and unleashed the very curse we now seek to end.
And then grow into this immensely exhilarating and terrifying, score to match being dropped in to a fight against a giant behemoth.
We really want to make that power fantasy purposeful. You're pushing things along and changing the stakes of this story. You're being a hero and putting this sometimes terrible power to good use.
Your fate belongs to you and you alone.